Imagine it's 6 p.m. You just got home from work and collapse on the couch, picking up your phone. Hours pass in a blink, and suddenly you realize your evening has been unproductive and disorganized. But what if I told you there's a simple way to flip that around and actually end your day feeling dramatically? Welcome back. I create videos about achieving success through discipline and productivity. I've taken countless studies and real-life lessons about these topics, and I'm sure this knowledge will help you reach your dreams. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Energize your evening. Every evening after work, you feel drained and tired. But starting your evening by energizing your body can completely change how you will run it. Because when you take 10 to 20 minutes for some push-ups, stretches, or a short jog, you pump your body with energy. You boost the mood and even prepare yourself mentally for a productive evening. Look, you're activating your body and shaking off stress. Because physical activity releases endorphins, the feel-good hormones. This helps you shake off stress, frustration, or mental fatigue from the day, so you feel lighter and more positive. Here's a simple way to turn this into a habit. Pick a time, same time every evening. Your body will get used to it. Next, choose a form of movement you actually enjoy. Push-ups, yoga, brisk walking, or even dancing to your favorite song. Keep it short but intense enough to feel awake. Aim for few minutes. Turn this into a habit so it becomes automatic and part of your daily routine. Now, every evening, energizing your body to makes your evening purposeful instead of a wasted one. When you start your evening with energy, you set yourself up to truly enjoy it and accomplish something meaningful. Design your zone. Your environment is one of the most powerful factors that shapes your habits. There's a strategy I learned from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's all about two things: removing friction for good habits and adding friction for bad ones. So what am I talking about? What's friction? Think of it as little obstacles that either slow you down or push you away from an action. When something has too much friction, you'll probably avoid it. But when you remove that friction, the action becomes smooth and easy. Let's break it down. Adding friction means making bad habits harder to do. Habits like scrolling your phone all evening or binge-watching Netflix until midnight. Let me give an example. If you want to stop wasting time on your phone, just shut it down and leave it charging in another room. See? You created distance, and now you're way less likely to grab it. On the flip side, removing friction means making the good habits super easy to start. Let's say you want to spend your evening reading. Don't leave your book hidden in a drawer. Place it right on your pillow or couch. That way, it's the first thing you see, and you're reminded to actually do it. The secret here is simple. Make good habits the easiest option in your environment, and make bad habits the hardest. Because when you do this, your environment basically works like your teammate. It gently nudges you toward better choices without you even thinking about it. So, if you want to stop wasting your evenings and start shaping them into something meaningful, design your zone. Remember that your evening shapes your behavior, and your behavior shapes your future. Evening review. Successful people don't just live their days, they study them. Just like athletes rewatch game footage to improve, you need to replay your day to get better tomorrow. Here's how you should do it. The first thing, I call it set the scene. Find a quiet spot. No phone, no noise, just you and a notebook. Then ask yourself 3 simple questions. What went well today? What didn't go as planned? And what lessons did I learn? Write it down. Don't just think about it, capture it. Because when you see your wins on paper, even small ones, it builds momentum and motivation. You start proving to yourself that you're making progress. But also, be real about what didn't work. Did you waste too much time on TikTok? Did you avoid a task you knew mattered? Or did you procrastinate? Be honest to yourself because it shows you exactly what to fix. After these questions, the next thing now is to reflect. Ask yourself the kind of adjustments you can make. Maybe you realized you focus better in the morning, so tomorrow you put your hardest task first thing. Those small tweaks compound. Start by listing everything you need to get done. Don't rely on memory. It's unreliable. Then highlight the 3 most important tasks. These are your priority. Schedule them in time blocks, 60 to 90 minutes of focused work, followed by short breaks. Block time for meals, workouts, rest, because productivity without energy isn't sustainable. When you do this consistently, your evenings stop being wasted hours and start becoming your launchpad. Feed your mind. Here's why this matters. A mind that feeds on new ideas expands over time. Because those little lessons don't stay little. They compound, they stack, and eventually they turn into real skills that set you apart. The world is changing crazy fast. New tech, new tools, new skills. If you're not learning, you're falling behind. But if you make learning a daily habit, you adapt. You build confidence because you know you can solve problems and make decisions in real time. So how do you actually do it? Let me show you the steps I follow every evening. Step 1 is to get clear. Ask yourself, why am I learning this? Maybe it's because you're facing a problem you need to solve, or maybe you just want to sharpen a skill. When you're clear on your why, learning feels purposeful instead of random. Step 2 is to choose your format. Your energy level decides the method. If you're fresh, go for reading a book, an online course, or something that demands focus. But if you're tired, don't push yourself hard. Switch to a podcast or a short educational video. That way, you're still learning just with less energy cost. Then also, practice active learning. This is the secret most people skip. Don't just consume, capture. Write a short summary in your own words. Jot down notes, teach it back to yourself out loud, because when you explain it, you lock it in. Now, here's the bigger picture. If you grow your knowledge by just 1% a day, in a year, you're not the same person. You'll outperform the version of you that just relied on school or one-time learning. Those small lessons, they compound into mastery, so make this a non-negotiable part of your evening. Learn something new daily, because your future self is built by what you feed your mind. Optimize your money math. Let's talk money. One of the smartest evening habits you can build is what I call optimizing your money math. The reason is, it keeps you aware of your finances, your spending, your needs, and your wants. Because when you know exactly where you stand, you stop careless spending and start making smarter decisions. But there's more. Optimizing money math also helps you redirect your funds. That simply means moving money you would have wasted on random stuff towards something that actually builds your future, like this. Saving just $2 a day doesn't sound like much, right? But by the end of a year, that's $730. And if you invest it, that money compounds and starts growing on its own. That's how you build long-term wealth. So how do you actually do this every evening? Let me give you the simple roadmap I follow. The first thing is to track your daily spending. Before you can manage your money, you need to know where it went. So check your bank app, credit card, or even cash you spent. Then write it all down. Breakfast, transport, snacks, lunch, everything. This gives you a clear picture of your daily spending. The next thing, compare it with your budget. Here's the trick. Planning is one thing, but reality check is another. Take your monthly budget, subtract what you've already spent, then divide what's left by the number of days remaining in the month. This tells you exactly how much you should spend per day to stay on track. Step 3 is to then plan for tomorrow. Decide in advance how much you can safely spend in each category: food, transport, fun. And if you have leftovers, save it or redirect it toward your bigger goals. That's how you build consistency, and consistency builds wealth. When you run your money math every evening, you start controlling your money and your future money goals. Schedule social time. Your evening isn't only about working hard, it's also about connecting. After all the deep work, after the planning and reflection, you need to dedicate time to your network, your loved ones, your closest friends, or a mentor. Why? Because humans are wired for connection. It fuels you. So here's how to do it. First of all, decide a consistent time. Block it on your calendar or planner. Set a reminder so you don't push it aside, and make sure it doesn't collide with your other priorities. In fact, you can even make it the last thing in your evening schedule, like a reward. Step 2 is to choose the right people. This is huge. The people you spend time with affect your habits, your energy, your mindset. The right circle uplifts you, motivates you, and sharpens your thinking. They push you to dream bigger and act better. But the wrong crowd? Toxic friends drain you with gossip, negativity, and time-wasting drama. Over time, that stuff seeps into you. So be intentional about who you let into your space. Then step 3 is to keep it balanced. Social time doesn't have to be hours long. Aim for 30 to 60 minutes. It could be a face-to-face chat, a walk with a colleague, a quick call, or even hosting dinner. The point is, make it refreshing, not draining, and avoid late-night drama. It eats into your rest and steals tomorrow's energy. Here's the bigger picture. The more you socialize with the right people, the more opportunities come your way. New ideas spark, your creativity grows, and your mindset levels up. Do these consistently, and your evenings stop being wasted hours. If this video helped you, smash that like button and check out my next video on destroying distractions. That's where I'll show you how to protect your focus and level up even faster.